All right, guys. So Brian Lilly posted something on X here. It says, I had Pierre Poilievre on the radio today while hosting at News Talk 1010. I asked him what Canada needs to do to ensure economic success beyond just retaliatory tariffs on the U.S. So this is a really good question that Brian Lilly's asking Pierre. So let's have a look at what he says, then we'll talk about it after, like usual.
Tell us what you think we should be doing to respond, because retaliatory tariffs, that's short-term stuff. Trump's going to unleash their economy. What do we do?
Unleash ours. We need to grant permission to Canadian businesses to build pipelines, mines, LNG liquefaction facilities that can get our gas on a boat so it can go off to Asia and Europe and break European dependence on Putin while turning dollars for dictators into paychecks for our people. In other words, bring home our resource jobs. You have to repeal the anti-energy law C-69 that Trudeau-Carney Liberals put in place.
That every premier of every political stripe has opposed and taken to court and won at.
Absolutely. The unconstitutional C-69 that Carney supported. We need to massively increase our resource production, approve pipelines for construction to get our oil to both the Pacific and the Atlantic. We need to compress the time it takes to get a mine approved from 17 years today to it should be about a year to approve a mine. We should have the fastest building permits anywhere in the OECD. I'm also going to pass a massive bring it home tax cut on work, investment, energy, and home building.
Now, why would you do that? Because a lot of people hear tax cuts and they say, oh, well, we've got to cut something then.
Well, look.
As in cut services.
Right now, the taxes are so much higher in Canada than they are in the U.S. That's why $500 billion has left our country for the American economy. Why do you think Mark Carney moved his headquarters to New York? Why do you think he, while he was at Brookfield, moved so many billions of dollars out of Canada into the United States, taking our jobs and giving them to the Americans? Because the U.S. economy is much lower taxed and it's easier to do business there. So the reality is, as long as we have higher taxes, significantly higher taxes on work, investment, home building, energy, our jobs are going to continue to flow south even without tariffs. We need to bring that money home.
Yeah, and I agree, and it's not just that we're taxed too much, and of course that is a problem, but we have unnecessary taxes. Like that carbon tax is a joke. It's really, really dumb. The capital gains tax, I don't like it either. Why? Because you're going to have people like Mark Carney who have businesses here and move it to the United States to avoid those taxes and bringing the $1 billion of cash and jobs with them. It doesn't make sense to over-punish something you want people to work, you want people to contribute. Why are you punishing them for it? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we need some taxes so that we can build roads and fix the roads and build hospitals and schools. But if you're in Hamilton here where I am, let's be honest. Our tax money ain't going to fixing the problems in this city. Drive down Barton Street. How many potholes? You can't even count how many potholes there are. There's no... I don't think there's any plan to fix it. And even if it was, who's going to trust Andrea Horwath to fix it? It's ridiculous. They don't spend our money here fixing our problems. It goes to wherever. Anywhere else but Canada. Anywhere else but our cities and our provinces. So you're decentivizing people to work. And then you look at how many Canadians also have moved to the States. Especially people with money. Why? Would you rather live in Toronto or Nashville? You want to live in a beautiful city where the weather's nice, and especially if you're into like country music and bourbon, and they have a great music scene down there. If you're into that kind of music, I'm personally not, but I can see how people would like that. Right? It's a beautiful city. It's thriving. There's jobs everywhere. Beautiful weather. Why not? Or you can live in Toronto. Hopefully you don't step on a needle. Oh, another homeless encampment. Oh, there's a homeless guy taking a shit right beside a public school. It sounds like a pretty simple choice to me. And that's what happens when you decentivize work. The people who create jobs leave. We should stop doing that, shouldn't we? That's how you create a good economy. You incentivize people to come here. And all Trudeau does, and all every government here does, is they take your money, they spend it on other countries, they get into a bunch of debt, they don't help you because they don't care about you. That's what they do here. And Canadians, because we are generally speaking a very silly and unserious people, we continue to vote for it. Not you, not me, but obviously there's a lot of Canadians who vote Liberal. Justin Trudeau won 3 terms. Jagmeet Singh is still somehow in Parliament. It's nuts. Okay, so if you're listening to this and you're a fan of this show, I don't mean you and I, who are silly and unserious. But we all know many, many people who are silly and unserious. Yeah, let's go to war with Trump. Let's not buy Jack Daniels at the LCBO. It's like, hey, dummy, you know the LCBO already bought the Jack Daniels, right? So when they take it off the shelf, it's a show. You think they're gonna sit that inventory in the back room forever? No, they're gonna sell it because that's what companies do. It's all for show. Because we are an unserious, very silly people, led by even more unserious and silly people. And that's why Pierre Poilievre, hopefully, when he gets in, really makes a change here, because that's what we need. Incentivize hard work. Unleash the energy industry like Pierre Poilievre wants to do. Yes, we should do it. I know people want to see a movement towards more green energy. Fair enough. But right now, we need our natural resources, and it's basically like liquid gold. Why are we not selling it en masse to everyone? We would be a very rich country if we did. But instead, it's a country of a disappearing middle class. The average worker can't buy a house anymore. It used to be, you were a welder, a mechanic, you could drive a forklift, you busted your ass in a warehouse. Yeah, you're not going to have a mansion maybe, but you should have a decent place to call yours. Not anymore. It's thanks to people like Trudeau, but even more people who vote for the guy. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about Pierre Poilievre's comments. Please do not be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.